All right. The one thing that I wanted to do today before we get started on the next section of the stream is we're going to do 5 NA teams that are going to be representing the North American region at the major. We're going to do predictions here. Obviously, Gen G Mobile 1 Racing is locked. They are locked. All right. Now, the team that I have the most faith in doing, making it for outside of Gen G, I got FaZe. I think FaZe will perform well enough to clinch up for this final third regional of the fall split. Obviously, version 1 have put themselves in a great place with the last regional win. So I think those 3 teams are pretty much locked. Okay, they're pretty much locked. Now, from there, we got SSG. We got Furia. We got OpTic. We got Complexity. We got NRG. We got Rebellion. I think that's it. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, how could I forget? I'll tell you how I forget, because I don't expect them to be down here. G2. Now, for the final 2 spots, obviously the third regional hasn't happened yet. This is predictions only. So we're going to go ahead and throw out what we think is going to happen for this third regional in North America. Space Station has the highest number of points. I actually think NRG and G2 are next. And then I think it's a tie between Furia, OpTic, and potentially Complexity. I can't remember. You're right. SSG is essentially locked. Oh. All right, so FaZe and V1, that's why I say what I say, 24. Space Station's at 20 points. All right, so Space Station's going to have to bomb out. Okay, so Furia and OpTic are tied at 14. Complexity and Rebellion are tied at 12. The reality of the situation is these teams, if they really want a good chance, they probably need to be in the grand finals. Complexity probably needs to win it. NRG and G2 do have a 1-point lead over Furia and OpTic. But let's take a look at this too, though, because we need to look at the points breakdown. So first place is 16 points, which is 4 points ahead of second. 12 is 3 points ahead of third and fourth. Third and fourth is 3 points ahead of 5th through 8th. All right, so keep that stuff in mind. If Furia or OpTic finish 1 round further than NRG or G2, they're going to get a 3-point jump, and that's going to put them in, or put them over these 2 teams at least. And this is a tough one to predict, but if we look, I think we can kind of understand at least round 1 matchups. FaZe is going to have 26 Rising. B1 is going to get Rogue. Space Station as a round 1 match will get PK. G2 as a round 1 match is going to get Axel. That's tough. NRG, they get Dig. That's tough. And then Fury, Rebellion, Complexity, OpTic. Now, the thing is, the teams that win these, Complexity or OpTic or Fury or Rebellion, the teams that win that round 1 match is actually in a really good place. And I think Complexity I think they're starting to heat up. But I don't know if it's just a bit too late. So here's what I'm going to do. I think Space Station are going to be good enough. All right, if they go another top 4, top 8, they should be good to go. So I'm going to put Space Station in that 4th spot. The 5th spot, is up for grabs between Furia, OpTic, Complexity, NRG, Rebellion, and G2. With a slight edge going to G2 and NRG being 1 point ahead of Furia and OpTic. Complexity and Rebellion bringing up the end at 12 points. But I'm going to do a little bit of a shakeup here, and I'm going to go with Furia. I think Furia is going to perform well enough to go one round further than G2 or NRG. And I think Furia is going to round out our top 5 teams to make the major for this fall split. So my predictions for NA, we got Gen G obviously locked already. We got FaZe and V1 in great positions to close it out in Regional 3. We got Space Station. Really all they need to do is get through Swiss. And then Furia, I'm calling it now. I think they're going to have a big performance in Regional 3, and I think they're going to lock up that 5th and final spot for the North American representatives.